and B's.
There was something that like just turned in you, like honestly, it really did, and it's so amazing. Like, I'm so proud of you.
I really want to go to a good college, and I really want to do good. I want to be successful, and I really love school now. I think that it's really, really good to look at somebody and have somebody close to you that is so successful. It's really nice to have someone there that's like super inspirational. You can just look up and go, wow, you know, Lane's doing this, like I want to do that. I want to feel what that feels like to be so great at what I'm doing and so awesome all the time. Everything she does, she's good at it. Yeah.
You don't see me in karaoke, I'm not so good at.
Well, yeah.
Except for karaoke. It's also really, really important to know, you know what is it like to make a difference in one person's life? And for me, Big Brothers Big Sisters is kind of just, it fulfills that part of my life philosophy. It's something that I really, really look forward to.
It's just really amazing to have such a good role model.
When I first met Stephanie, she was pretty young. I think she was about 13. She was just very cute, well-mannered, and I thought she was pretty intelligent and serious, and she knew what she wanted out of this relationship.
Evelyn, she's a role model for me. She will show me how to be confident in any situation.
We've really learned to trust each other and be more open.
I know that she won't judge me with whatever I say. I'm like very open with Evelyn. We're very dorky together. Big Brothers Big Sisters changed my life because I let everything out. I don't think about problems. I mostly just have fun with her.
Over the years that I've been working with Stephanie and getting to know her, she's had some struggles in her school environment. I've seen her struggle with classwork, and I've seen her get more comfortable asking teachers for help.
Before, I was always in the back. I didn't want to answer. I didn't want to ask questions. Until now, I always raise my hand for everything.
I think she's improved a lot as far as academics can go.
The best big sister I could ever imagine.
He's almost like a father figure because my dad, I don't really see him anymore, and he kind of takes that role and he just gives me really helpful advice.
I'm Mel, and this is my little brother Jay. I was a 911 EMT in Santa Clara County. We see a lot of kids sometimes doing the wrong stuff. My primary goal was to one less kid off the streets, less drugs, less crime.
Every kid needs a male figure because you need a little bit of your mom, a little bit of your dad to have a normal time. But it was just cool because he kind of filled that place, and I think it's really important. We go to football games, we go to basketball games, we go to hockey games, we go to museums, we go everywhere.
We've done crabbing.
We went crabbing at night. I think he's helped me with my confidence because the things we do are usually with a lot of other people, and I'm kind of a shy kid, so it helps me kind of break out of my shell and get more comfortable with people and speaking to others. He helped me with that, and I can use that for the rest of my life.
Some of the things I'd love for Jay to take away from my experiences, memories are more important than money.
I think people should join Big Brothers and Big Sisters Association because it's rewarding for the big and the little because they both get to experience something they don't really have, and you just bond with each other. It's life-changing for both. It made me really realize that I should join this when I'm older to be a big and do some of the things I did with Mel, and it's gonna keep the cycle going.
I'd be stoked. I'd be proud if you did become big brother. Yeah, man.
I'll get there.
Yeah, you'll get there. I feel like Jay is actually my little brother. I'm brown, he's white, doesn't matter, it's color of skin. I'm my little brother.
Our bond is just so natural. It just came, you know what I mean? It's like a sisterly relationship. It's very neutral and it just grows. Like every time I hang out with Michelle, it's literally just like something new. And it's just like, I love her.
Yeah, I really feel like we're best friends.
I do.
And so it's the sisterly love, but even deeper than that, I feel like you're one of my best friends. It was pretty instant that we broke the ice. Yeah, I think when we hugged when we first met and then dove into asking questions about each other, I knew that this was going to be an awesome relationship.
This is my big sister, Michelle.
This is my little sister, Celine.
We've been matched for about 3 years now.
So usually when we hang out, we do a whole variety of different things. We've gone to Cirque du Soleil, and we've got our makeup done together, which is super fun. And talk.
My relationship with Michelle, she's just a really good role model for me, but it's like a friend and like a sister.
So I've learned a lot from Celine. She's a big teacher for me, and I see a lot of myself in her, and she's wise beyond her years for sure. She's exposed to a lot of stuff in school and with her friends, and I think it's really just taught me how to be a good listener. Yeah, and we went to this event that was sponsored by Big Brothers Big Sisters, and it was called Vital Voices. And it was all women leaders from around the world from different countries. Yeah, I've really seen a lot of compassion and clarity come into Celine's life, and she's got an incredible expanded worldview. She's very cognizant of just different human rights and women's rights that are going on in different parts of the world. And so we just have a lot of really deep, beautiful conversations around that. Yeah, I'm just honored to have this chance to be a big sister and a dear friend. And I think with other volunteer programs, you get to spend just little periods of time together, and for us this is forever. This is a lifetime relationship. And I think that's what's so amazing. It's been 3 years now, and it's still, we're just scratching the surface of getting to know each other, and we'll continue to grow and as we spend more time together. Yeah, we are so appreciative of this organization. I don't know what my life would be like without Celine, and she's a sister and a best friend, and I'm just really excited about what else is to come between us.
If it wasn't for Big Brothers and Big Sisters, I would not have met Michelle. And I think that's amazing how two strangers just met, and it's perfect, the way it all turned out.
Yeah, I love having you in my life, and I'm just so happy that we got matched. I don't know how that miracle happened, and I love our relationship, and I love you, and I can't wait to spend our life together.
I'm so happy and late.
Like, I knew when I met David that this was special.
The workplace match program was kind of like that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And when I got the email that they were going to do this program, I jumped at it. And they killed Optimus Prime.
They killed Optimus Prime. How do you kill? Like in school, I would get a lot more in trouble. I wouldn't have anyone I could talk to about my problems. When the program started, I could talk to David about basically all the problems I had. Like, I'm so grateful for that opportunity. I feel like he's a part of my family. I don't really have a really great relationship with my older brother, and I wish I did, but this time I get to spend with David is amazing. Makes me feel like I have that relationship.
Javon mentioned that he was already signed up for classes at City College. When we met, he told me that he wasn't interested in going to college and he didn't think that it was that was his track. To go from interest to I'm registered for classes was, I mean, I can't even tell you how proud I was.
David always told me I should push myself and try harder. I just always remembered that I have to want this for myself in order to do better. I put some effort into it, and I passed one of my worst subjects that I've ever had with like an A, and that's never happened before. I was just really proud of it.
You have absolutely changed my life. Having you in my life has been so fulfilling, and seeing you come so far in such a short amount of time, from being the class clown to being registered for college classes. I couldn't be prouder of you.
Yeah. I honestly love you. Like, I don't really love a lot of people who aren't related to me, or like people I haven't grown up knowing my entire life, but I can say that to you.
I love you too.
Well, it's not every day that you get to meet someone who's genuinely cares about you and wants you to do better in life, and who's not a part of your family or someone you grew up knowing. And I wouldn't give this up for anything in the world.
The most important thing that she has said to me is that she's always here for me.
I love this picture. It makes me laugh all the time because I'm like screaming and you look like scared to death. And it always puts a smile on my face.
The first time I met Celia, I remember I walked into the building and I was really nervous and really shy because I didn't know if we would connect instantly.
I was thinking, oh my God, what is this going to be like? Because I had never done anything like this. And I didn't know if you would like me, and I didn't know if we'd get along.
Yeah, we did. Before Celia, I was really stubborn, I guess you can say that. I never wanted to talk to any of my teachers. I never wanted to ask for any help. But Celia has taught me that I shouldn't be scared.
I'm super proud of you. Accepted into 5 colleges. That's just so awesome.
And I'm excited you're gonna be in my journey.
Aww. 7 and 17.
You have been an important role model in my life. And You've been such a great support system for me, and I'm always going to be grateful for you, and you're always going to be my big sister. And I'm really happy that you've been on this journey with me. We've been together over 10 years now, and you've been such a great impact on my life, and I'm forever going to be thankful for you.
If I had never met Leslie, my life would not be as rewarding. I wouldn't have the joy of seeing a little girl turn into a young woman and see her life just bloom.
We have a strong connection, and it's the best thing I have.
I remember the first time we met. We went to In-N-Out, and I thought I had to pay, and I looked at him. I was trying to be discreet about it. I was like, I don't have any money. He was like, no, I'm supposed to pay. And I just remember that. I was real quiet before, even though it's hard to believe. As far as like talking to people, I didn't want to talk to people, but when I started meeting him and then he'll start introducing me to people, it kind of just gave me a little personality boost. I had academic issues. When he actually, tried to help me do my homework and stuff like that, it just kept me wanting to do good in school. So I just kept pushing. I'm gonna go to Contra Costa College and get a business degree and transfer and get a bachelor's degree.
It's a little strange when I think about it that we went from like going to see Speed Racer, and like just last month he canceled on me because he had to get his taxes done. Yes, I'm proud of his achievements. I think he's come on. Yes. So.
You ready to cry?
Nope.
I remember when he first retired, I didn't even know what that was. And he broke that down to me. I was like, man, that's awesome.
He actually thought I got paid to be a big brother, and the first time I told him I was going to retire, he thought that meant I was going to stop being his big brother.
Oh yeah, I thought it was over. I was like, oh, that sucked. I don't even know nobody besides Rich that's married, actually. And, that's real big, at least for me, because I grew up and everybody, everybody got a single mom. Seeing somebody that keep their family together, and they actually cooperate with their family and take trips like that, that's real big. So, I probably want to implement that in my life when I had kids and a wife, to be around my family.
It feels good to give. It feels good, especially today, hearing the things that Jaleel said, knowing that I've had a positive impact.
Oh, I'm gonna be a big brother. I gotta get my duties back, because just taking from a situation, that ain't fair not to give it back, because I know there's somebody out there that felt the same way I felt when I was 8 years old. We had a good run.
Yes, we did.
And I think you got good looking because of me, I'm being honest. I think I was keeping that young in you. Yeah.
I was married. This was before I was married, like years ago. And you said, I thought you were married. And I said, no. And then I asked you, I said, are you married? And you said, no, I'm not tall enough to be married.
My first impressions of Robert was, how old is this man? He looked really young. Yeah, he looked really young.
So we've been matched 9 years. Do I have less hair?
Yes.
Honest answer.
Yes.
When I first met him, I thought he was pretty shy, and it took a little while for us to kind of warm up to one another. And I would say he was a little less confident, but now I love hearing about all his friends. And it's very easy for him to make friends wherever we go and introduce himself to all my friends. So I think he's grown a lot and become a lot more confident.
We just hang out.
Yeah, we just hang out. People ask us what we do, and we like getting pizza, we like getting ice cream.
Trying new things.
Yeah.
Walks in the park. He would always help me with homework if I ever needed it. If I'm having trouble at school, like he would always be there to talk about it with me.
So we knew that we wanted Aldo to be a part of the wedding, so we asked him to be the ring bearer.
It was amazing just being there, and also him allowing me to be the ring bearer meant a lot to me.
This one.
Yeah, that got really emotional.
So happy.
That's when I gave it to you, and then I had to walk back.
But yeah, so at the wedding, I taught Aldo how to tie-dye, and he was front and center in the wedding. We got each other going here.
Yeah, I know. When I have kids, he'll be the uncle, and they'll say Uncle Rob when that time comes.
Aldo, you've meant the world to me, and I think about you all the time, and I'm really excited for us to grow up and live our lives together and stay in touch. And I know that we'll always be there for one another. Yeah. Maybe you won't want to put this on YouTube.
Without a doubt, I think it's worthwhile to donate to this organization. It helped me in life and Robert too.
It's a great organization, and it can have a huge impact and kind of change the direction of someone's life.
She gives me smiles that really brighten my day.
Saying Mississippi really fast. There she goes. We're in the car doing this. I still can't do it.
M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I.
M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. Michelle and I have been matched for 2.5 years now.
I was actually really nervous and pretty shy. I knew that she liked the same ice cream as me, but that's all I knew. I thought that she looked really nice, and I thought, we're gonna have a lot of happy memories.
We settled in really quickly from the very beginning. I think we instantly clicked. We had a lot in common. We never run out of things to talk about, honestly.
The first thing that we did together was walk the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh, this was on the other side, right? Sausalito. Then we collected all these shells. And then Taylor Swift concert. Yeah, that was so much fun. We had a lot of fun that night, and it was Michelle's very first concert, too. There's been a lot of firsts for her, and I think every time we do something for the first time, it's just amazing to see her reaction to things and just to see her experience the world in a different light.
Before I met Aurora, I didn't really raise my hands in class. But when I met Aurora, she kind of opened me up. So I started talking even more, in class especially. I now have only A's. I can just talk to her about anything. So now I feel like that with my friends. For public speaking, I still stutter a little, but I'm kind of getting over it, and I'm not that afraid anymore.
She aspires to work at Google one day, and I work at Google, so I bring her to Google often.
You've become a very big impact in my life. You showed a new world to me. Yeah, you have a place in my heart.
Michelle, you've been a huge influence on my life, and I couldn't have imagined what this experience would have been like. And now that you're in my life, I can't imagine life without you. She's got a lot ahead of her, and I can only see success in her future.
Hopefully I'll be working a good job in Google, and I'll have my own place like hers, and I would still love art and love plants and cooking. She's the best I could ever ask for.
have such a good person like Mel being my big brother. I really appreciate it. It's had a huge impact on my life and ready to start my own.
If I could say anything to the people donating to make matches like ours, I would definitely say thank you. It's a really good thing to be putting money or effort or work into. You know, you have this younger person, and I mean, everybody needs a role model. Elaine's a big part of my life, and it's a really good thing to have.
I can't say thank you enough to all the people who are in the audience and who made this possible, and to, there was a lot of work that went into making sure that Isabella and I got partnered together, and into making sure that, you know, there's somebody who checks in on us and makes sure that, you know, things are going well and that we're both happy, and that people really, really care about it. And to the people who made that possible, I can't thank you enough. It's made a huge impact in my life. I think Isabella probably would say the same. And we couldn't have done it without you, so thank you.
If I could say anything to the people donating to make matches like ours, I would definitely say thank you. It's a really good thing to be putting money or effort or work into. You know, you have this younger person, and I mean, everybody needs a role model. Elaine's a big part of my life, and it's a really good thing to have.
To the sponsors of the program, thank you. I can't express that enough, can't say enough.
I want to say thank you for letting me have such a good person like Mel being my big brother. I really appreciate it. It's had a huge impact on my life and ready to start my own.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Bay Area virtual gala, Igniting Potential. We have an incredible show lined up for you this evening, so I hope you are all set with something fun to snack on, a glass of something special, and maybe even a tissue or two. And as socially distant as we might be, this is still an interactive experience. So before we start our program in earnest, I just want to make sure that you are all logged in and ready to participate. So get out your phone or grab your tablet or take the iPad from the kids for 40 minutes and log on to bbbsba.org/bid. Again, that is bbbsba.org/bid, so that when the time comes, you are ready to roll. And now settle in and get ready, because it is time to ignite potential.
Good evening and welcome everyone to our Ignite Potential Gala. I'm Carissa Toner, Executive Director for Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Bay Area. Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate Bay Area youth. If you've attended our gala in the past, thank you for tuning in tonight as we make the move to our first virtual celebration. If this is your first time joining us, welcome to the family. I hope that someday soon we'll be able to come together in community once again. I'd like to thank our board of directors, especially our Gala committee and the event chairs, Martha Amon Conti and Tom DeYoung, and our event volunteers that have helped make this virtual evening possible. Although the venue has changed, some things remain the same. In true BBSBA Gala fashion, we'll hear from our dear friend Dan Ashley of ABC 7 News. We'll be uplifted by our featured speaker, Dr. Jacqueline Thompson. And as we do every year, we'll introduce you to our bigs and littles of the year for 2020, Brendan and Devin, and Amanda and Camilla. Their relationships beautifully capture what it means to be a big and what it means to a little to have a big in their life. Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Bay Area has been serving our community since 1958, 62 years. Of course, we've never seen a year like this one. In each of those 62 years, though, we've worked in commitment to our mission because we know that when a child has a mentor, someone who is there just for them, the results are undeniable. Our mentoring program has a proven, long-lasting, positive effect on kids' self-esteem, academic achievement, and relationships with family and peers. Littles are more confident, perform better in school, graduate from high school and college at higher rates, and get along better with their families. And when children build relationships and move towards their goals, they are on a path to greater resilience. Our team is proud to share that even as we've sheltered, our work has continued in all 9 Bay Area counties. Our matches continue to socialize virtually through video calls and online activities. And in a completely virtual world, we have created 45 new matches and counting at a time when children need a mentor more than ever. Our vision here is that all youth achieve their full potential. Every child has equal potential within them, but we recognize that in disproportionate numbers, the children in our program do not have equal opportunity. Too many children are struggling with generational poverty, limited academic opportunities, incarceration, and violence. In such a short amount of time, we have seen a global pandemic and social justice movement begin to challenge the status quo and start to reshape our world in important and critical ways. Our children deserve a more just world. And as our society works to dismantle those injustices, we will be here doing our work, making sure that every child in our program today knows we see them, we hear them, and we will defend their potential. And to all the bigs out there, past and present, who've given the gift of time to a little, thank you. Our work is possible through the support of our donors. A donation today is an investment in a child's future. Your support tonight will continue to provide more waiting children with a truly unique gift, a mentor, a friend, someone who is there just for them. So on behalf of our staff, our bigs, our families, and our littles, thank you. Enjoy the evening.
Hi there, I'm Dan Ashley from ABC 7 News, and I want to thank you for joining us for this very special evening, Igniting Potential. Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Bay proud of the important work that they are doing on behalf of young people in our community, building relationships, mentorships, guiding young boys, young girls, bigs and littles, working together to help young people realize their dreams and their full potential. There are very few organizations that I think do as much to foster greatness in young people than Big Brothers and Big Sisters. The relationship that bigs and littles form is important on both sides of the equation. Certainly the bigs get a great deal out of it and great satisfaction in helping young people. And the impact on young people to know that there's an adult that they can trust, that they can turn to for guidance and advice, and who believes in them is so vitally important. And so I commend you for being part of this virtual event. You know, this gala has gone on for many years, and I'm always proud to attend in person, but this is a different year, isn't it? We've had coronavirus and the shelter in place, and it's just not safe to have gatherings at the moment. So that is different this year, but what is not different, what is exactly the same, is the commitment of everybody in the terrific Big Brothers Big Sisters organization, and all of the volunteers who work so hard to make it happen, and all of you for joining us tonight to help us raise money and awareness for this great organization and this great cause. Sorry we can't be together in person. We will be next year, but that doesn't matter. What matters is what we're doing right now to help young boys, young girls all around the Bay Area. With deepest gratitude and many thanks. I'll see you soon.
What's up? It's Isaiah Thomas. I want to take a minute to give a shout out to the big brothers and big sisters of the Bay Area for all they do in the community. You know, there's so many brilliant kids in the community that need mentorship and guidance and things that they can't control, and told that, you know, anything is possible and they can do anything they put their mind to. And Big Brother, Big Sister of Bay Area is the place to go. And they cover all those aspects. And, you know, it's also important to invest in, you know, the kids' future, but also invest in our future. And, you know, the vital work that the Big Brother, Big Sister of Bay Area does, you know, for the community. So Isaiah Thomas signing out. Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Bay Area.
Good evening, Big Brother, Big Sisters, Bay Area. I am Reverend Dr. Jacqueline Thompson, Senior Pastor of the Allen Temple Baptist Church in Oakland, California. And I am so excited to be here with you tonight for your first ever virtual gala. I certainly want to extend my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to your Executive Director, Carissa Toner, as well as your gala chairs, the committee, the volunteers, your dedicated staff, everyone who took part and made sure that this was an enjoyable, celebrative, exciting evening. And you know, I was thinking about what it is that I wanted to share with you all tonight. And the phrase that kept coming to mind was fan the flame. We're here tonight to talk about igniting potential. And I'm challenging each of you tonight to fan the flame. You know, if someone would have told us this time last year that we would be sheltered in place 4 months, that we'd be dealing with a global pandemic and experiencing national and international uprisings, we probably would not have believed them. But what I've come to know from this time that we've had at this slowed down pace is that despite all of the differences in our ethnicities and our ideologies and our political affiliations, we are more alike than we are different. And one of the things that we have in common is this concept of potential. There is potential for greatness in each and every one of us. And if the pandemic has not taught us anything, it's taught us about the benefit and the power of relationship. We have seen potential displayed in amazing ways all across the world throughout this time. But moreover, we've been blessed to see it right here in the Bay Area through organizations like Big Brother, Big Sisters. But the thing about potential is that it first has to be recognized. Sometimes it takes us slowing down to recognize that there is greatness and potential in everyone around us. And so we are grateful for all of the bigs who have taken time to give their lives and recognize the potential that are in the littles, and have decided that they want to pour into and invest in that potential. There is potential for greatness all around us, but we have to make sure we recognize it. Not only must we recognize it, but we have to shape potential. Sometimes we're dealing with young people who don't come from environments where potential is recognized, nor is it cultivated or celebrated or nurtured. And so it's important that we have people who are available, who are willing to help create environments, who are helped to be places of escape, who help to be role models, to let them know that despite the environment you come from, that should not hinder or hamper your potential. And last but certainly not least, potential has to be protected. And one of the ways it's protected is through the advocacy of such a wonderful organization like Big Brothers Big Sister, who does the screenings, who does the matching, who makes sure that there are good matches, who monitors these relationships. And as a product of mentoring myself, I am so glad I've been able to come and just share with you some of the benefits of mentoring relationships. At the end of the day, we can see it's possible for so many things to go away. but the impact that you have on another person's life will remain forever. So won't you take some time tonight and fan the flame? How can you fan the flame? Well, you can make a donation, certainly. You can sign up to be a big, or if you know a little that can benefit from this kind of relationship, you can refer them as well. But whatever you do, just take some time to recognize the potential that lies in each and every one of us. And whatever you do, continue to fan the flame. Congratulations, Big Brother, Big Sister, on 62 years of amazing service, transforming the lives of the young people. And I am excited to see what the rest of this night has in store. God bless you.
We were hanging out at Fisherman's Wharf when we went to the hot sauce place.
I still did though.
And you had to sign a waiver to take this hot sauce.
Beast it through that.
Had to
like
take a little breath outside, some fresh air.
I cried a little bit.
I'm Brandon, and I'm the big.
I'm Devin, and I'm the little.
Bigger?
I'm bigger. I'm bigger than him. Oh, when I first met Brandon, I was 10 years old, and now I'm 18.
I remember meeting Devin. Didn't say a thing.
For like 2 months, I didn't say anything. I was shy with myself. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't socialize with anybody.
And they slowly started talking more.
No, I just won't shut up. Oh, my life before this was pretty terrible. I mean, it was just me, mom, sister, just doing it ourselves. And then I was scared. Didn't know what to do. And then once Brandon came, I just started opening myself up to newer things and like socializing with more people. It made me want to change myself and make myself a better person.
For school, I can always be there to offer support when he does need it, so he knows he always has someone there who's got his back on things like that.
He just pushed me through it to better myself. Now I'm going to trying to go to college now. He helped me out with the scholarships, sent me the forms. I'm about to fill them out. Like that. I'll be honest with you, if I didn't have Brandon in my life, I don't even know where I'd be, to be honest. I'd just be in the streets, just doing dumb stuff.
Well, what has been like your favorite thing that we've done?
Football games. I love football. But the first game I ever went to was with him, Candlestick Park. I remember that day. I think it was the last game they ever played there again.
There's us when we picked blackberries and made homemade pie. Oh, that was Six Flags, right before you threw up.
On my 13th birthday, he taught me how to shave for my very first time.
What I did love about that day is we finished it off with volunteering, and we've done a few volunteer gigs, like beach cleanups and things like that, which he really enjoyed, and that's always rewarding.
It's real sentimental for me. Me seeing him grow up, get married, graduate from college, have 2 kids, be successful, and be happy, it just makes me happy for him. He's teaching me everything. Everything that he knows, he's pretty much taught me, and that's the cool thing about this. What you mean to me, Brandon, is a big brother that I never had.
You'll always have me. We'll always be part of each other's lives. Really happy about that.
Bring it in, Brandon. I'm not gonna cry, but bring it in, Brandon. Love you, bro. Thank you, donors, for giving me this opportunity to have a big brother and everything. Y'all helped me out in life a lot.
And thanks for supporting the organization. They provide a lot of resources to volunteers like myself, such as those tickets, that gave Devin these memories growing up that he might not have had. And it means a lot to him, so thank you.
When I first met Amanda, I had just turned 8, and now I'm about to turn 14. I would always say that I was a shy person because I didn't like meeting new people, and I always thought that new people wouldn't like me as like how I was.
When I showed up to the library, I saw this hyper little redhead running around, talking away. She was a little shy at the beginning, but we were able to connect pretty quickly and got along.
I was really excited because I thought that I would have a new friend, but I didn't know how long it was gonna last. I thought it was like a short thing, maybe a couple months. But then we've already gotten to this point, and now she's one of my best friends. I was an only child, and my life was always kind of simple. I didn't really do things on the weekend. After I met Amanda, it was lots of fun because we got to hang out almost every other weekend.
We had talked at our first thing what we wanted to do, and we had decided we'd do pumpkin carving. She had never done pumpkin carving, and we decided we both really enjoyed crafting. We both made pumpkins and had a great time just sitting on a picnic blanket doing that together.
Yeah, I remember that, like, if it was just yesterday, I thought I was gonna like probably mess up or like I wouldn't do things right.
She would get really frustrated easily, I could tell, whenever she would make a mistake. We kind of would talk about that a lot. Whenever she would get frustrated, I'd be like, it's okay. And over the years, I've definitely seen her adopt that mentality, where now she doesn't get frustrated when things go wrong and instead knows, like, that's okay, this is the way it is, it's fine. She gets life a lot better. Like, her questions are very adult already when she asks me things about life. And I like that. I like to have those conversations with her, and she's not afraid to ask them. And she knows her role in helping with her family, and she's very good at it, and she's doing well at school. I think that's on your most improved, Camilla.
I always had like C's, D's, and F's, but this year I didn't have a single C. I had just A's and B's, and I think that's a big part that Amanda taught me about. I've been through a lot of things when I was younger, and I think that made me very emotional, I guess. Like, I had multiple feelings, and like I would never really know how to control them. And so I think Amanda's helped me a lot with that. Now I kind of understand, like,
I couldn't imagine you not being in my life. You're the best little. I love you so much.
Amanda, you have helped me through like so much. Like, I know this was just like a program and you're like my big sister, but I feel like you actually like are my big sister. Like, you've helped me through so much, and I just love you for it.
I want to give a big thank you to anyone who's able to donate to this program. I couldn't have met Camilla and her family without those donations that matched us together. We've made such a connection through this program, and so thank you. If you're able to give anything, it's much appreciated, so more of these matches can keep happening.
Thank you, Brandon and Devin, and thank you, Amanda and Camilla, for sharing your stories. And thanks to all the bigs and littles out there in the Bay Area. Now is the time when we come to the part of the show where we get to ignite your philanthropic potential. Everybody sitting at home watching the show right now, as you have seen, Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Bay Area is there for the littles they serve no matter what. And while this year's been tough on all of us, it's been especially challenging for youth, and especially challenging for the youth that we're here to serve right now, which is why the work of Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Bay Area is more important than ever, and why we need your help right now more than ever. In just a few moments, we're going to ask you to make donations at a variety of levels. And if you've been in the room with us before, you know that we are going to offer a donation level that maps to your capacity. And every donation you make is going to have an impact on a little, because Devin's grown up quick, didn't he? A little right here in the Bay Area. But the way that you make pledges is just so slightly different this year. So since we're not all hanging out in the same room using our paddles, you get to use your phones. And as I said at the onset, this is a two-screen experience tonight, which means you need to get out your phone and get logged on so you can participate. And once you're logged in, the software makes pledging a little interesting. So we have this video prepared for you to show you exactly how to make pledges. Get on your phone, get over to bbbsba.org/bid. Again, that's bbbsba.org/bid. Get signed in. From there, you click on the menu, then you click on home screen and you choose fixed price items, because in the fixed price items, we have all the various levels of the fund of need, and you can see the difference that each pledge amount will make. Once again, go to bbbsba.org/bid, get signed in, click menu, home screen, and then choose the fixed price item that maps to your capacity. We're going to start high tonight at $25,000 and work our way down. We'll give everyone a chance to make a pledge that's going to have a huge impact on Bay Area youth. You've seen the difference a mentor can make, and now it is time for you to make a difference by enabling those matches. So our first stop is $25,000, the opportunity to create and support 10 new matches, to create and support 10 new matches. And you pardon me, I got to look at my screen to see who is making pledges, because Tom Kaiser pledged $25,000. Thank you, Tom. Well, anyone else? Does anyone else feel the spirit tonight and want to pledge $25,000 as well? I know, it's a big ask. It's a big ask. You only get what you ask for. We put it out there and give everybody the opportunity, but I guarantee we'll get to the level that's going to make sense for you. Our next stop is $10,000. Will anyone pledge $10,000? Oh, Tom DeYoung, a longtime supporter, longtime board member of Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Bay Area. Spoiler alert, he's got an auction lot or two coming up in the auction right after this. Tom DeYoung pledged $10,000. Thank you, Tom. You helped create and support 4 new matches. Does anyone else out there want to pledge $10,000 as well? Let it sit for just a second. Give everybody an opportunity. And you can, once we move on to a level, if you suddenly get the feeling that you want to pledge that level, go ahead and do it. We'll try to circle back and look at all the pledge levels after the fact, and we come back to it later in the show. For now, we're going to move on to $5,000. Your opportunity to create and support 2 new matches. $5,000. Who will pledge $5,000? Aaron Vermouth pledged $5,000. Janet and Wolf Schroeder pledged $5,000. Lawrence Bancroft, $5,000. Jeff Kragel, $5,000. Rod Eshelman pledged $5,000. And Jeff, we've got you twice in here for 5. Does that mean you're doing 5 twice? No, well, Jeff's in there twice. Either yay and hallelujah, Jeff, making 2 pledges at 5, or hey, 2020. If that's the biggest mistake that happens tonight, then bless us, we're doing great. A guest of the Lockmans pledged $5,000. I'm no math major, but that's a quick $30,000, enabling if each 25, that's over 14 new matches right there. We'll give it just another second as I log over and I click on history. We say, okay, who else pledged $5,000? Then our next stop is $2,500, and $2,500 is it's our magic number, because that gives you the opportunity to support 1 match to help train and screen volunteers to become mentors for the littles. You've seen how empowering the matches are, how empowering being a little is, and for the bigs as well. Will anyone out there pledge $2,500? Currently don't have any pledges coming in at the $2,500 level. We're going to give it another second. Michael Campbell, $2,500. Does anyone else wish to pledge $2,500 and enable a match? Give it a second. We'll come back to it. I'm looking for the grand total. I know it's out here somewhere. Then our next stop, one more check at $2,500. Just one more check at $2,500. Then our next stop is $1,000. And this provides $1,000 can provide a group activity for 10 matches. And you heard Devin say how meaningful these group activities are. Like, one of his favorite moments is the Niners game he went to at the last game at the Stick, right? So $1,000 provides a group activity for 10 matches. And the $1,000 pledges are coming in. John and Judy Sears, $1,000. Terrence Lee pledged $1,000. David Aker pledged $1,000. Charles Taylor pledged $1,000. D. Arnold pledged $1,000. Madge K pledged $1,000. Kathleen and Mike D'Onofrio pledged $1,000 twice. And hey, if there's a level, we don't have the level that works for you, get creative, do your math, pledge at different levels. I appreciate Kathleen and Mike, you coming in at $1,000 twice. Bless you. You provided group activities for up to 20 matches. And let's do a quick check and see, do we have any more pledges at $1,000? Yes, we do. Peter Spellman is in at $1,000. Maggie and Mani Aliabadi. And let me just say, I apologize if I got your name wrong. If I could show you how small the font is that I'm working off of, you'd understand. Let's just say if I got your name wrong, I apologize. We totally appreciate you and your pledge. Please don't hold me against Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Bay Area, and keep those pledges coming. We so appreciate it from you. Let's keep checking and see. Do we have any more pledges at $1,000? Michael and Michelle Reen pledged $1,000. Andrew and Carolyn Barnett pledged $1,000. Keep those pledges coming. Keep those pledges coming. We're going to check in on the $500 level right now. $500 would provide a group activity for 5 matches. Let's see if we've got any pledges at the $500 level. Yes, we do. It's very exciting. Thatcher Thompson pledged $500. Christine Flores pledged $500. Tom Park pledged $500. Katie Dignan pledged $500. Gina Van Claveren pledged $500. Julie Ballard pledged $500. Christopher McClure pledged $500. Mark Hartman pledged $500. Going to check in one more time to see how other pledged. Peter Spellman pledged $500. Keep those pledges coming. Keep those pledges coming. And let's go in and check on the $250 level right now. $250 level. Let's see if we've got pledges at $250. Brian Barty pledged $250. Rosemary Haggerty pledged $250. Hillary Newsom pledged $250. Barbara Schmidt pledged $250. Hannah and Tim McGuire pledged $250. Katie Haug pledged $250. Christine Flores pledged $250. Keep those pledges coming. Keep those pledges coming. Eli Sariak pledged $250. And let's see. Let's drop down. Something special's coming, folks. Something special's coming. We received we've received a donation. It looks like it was a check that was mailed in for $5,000. So keep those. We said any level you want to come in at any point in time on any level that we have. If we've already covered it, hey, we'll try to get back to it and check it out. $250. Our last pledge that we saw was Eli. Let's do another quick check and see if any new pledges have come in. Peter Spellman, you're all over the place, Peter. You're doing batting for the mini cycle, in for $250. Chris Geller in for $250. Who else? Now let's drop down. Let's check in on the $100 level. I got a feeling we're going to have a lot of action at $100. $100. Let's see where we are with the $100 pledges. And I was right. Rick Oren pledged $100. Stacy Moore pledged $100. Audrey Katzman pledged $100. Andy Asmitz pledged $100. Sydney and Vincent Blank / D'Onofrio pledged $100 twice. Keep it coming. We appreciate it. Sandra Del Alquaz pledged $100. Alexander Coasson pledged $100 twice. Thank you, Alexander. Bradford Murdoch pledged $100. Hitting refresh, loading back up to see where we got. Ann Coletti pledged $100. Peter Spellman, I see you coming in again at $100. And let's see, I've been told that now would be a good time. And keep those $100 pledges coming. We'll bounce back and check those $100 pledges. Everybody, if you haven't had a chance yet, enter the level you want to make a pledge. We appreciate each and every pledge that you're making. I have been told to bounce back and check in at the $5,000 level because that's what they meant. It wasn't a check at the $5,000. It was go check the $5,000 level. Sometimes little mistakes happen. Live theater. What are you going to do? But look at this. Dan Wire pledged $5,000. Henrik Jones pledged $5,000. Christine and Curtis Gardner pledged $5,000. Madge K in at another level pledged $5,000. Keep those pledges coming. We appreciate all of you. Keep those pledges coming. While we're at it, let's just take a quick trip down memory lane and check all of the other levels as well while we go. We've got more 2,500s. Glenn Henches came in at 2,500, and so did Gina Rossi, made a pledge of 2,500. And we're going to check in on the $1,000 level as well to see how those pledges are coming in at the $1,000 level. Maggie and Manny Aliabadi came in for $1,000. Michael and Michelle Reen pledged $1,000 as well. And we're going to check back in with the $500 level as we make our way down for the $500 level and check that. Peter Spellman again at $500. It's like a video game. You're playing it very well, Peter. Let's check in at the $250 level as well, because the last person we saw there was Peter. And Alex and Marissa Grebshnikoff and / Knowles came in at $250. A guest of Anika Coates came in at $250. And then we'll check $100 one last time. Look at $100 one last time. Computers, I know. Brandon Brewster pledged $100. Sachi and Kirk Itagaki / Miller pledged $100. Danielle Coleman pledged $100. And you know what? Keep those pledges coming. We're going to leave, Bay Area Littles need your support. Fan that flame. Keep it going. Well, you heard Devin say if he didn't have Brandon in his life, he didn't know where he would be. And this has all been fantastic examples of what you can make happen, potential you can help ignite. And we have hundreds of kids on the waiting list. So if you've participated tonight, bless you. Thank you. We appreciate your help. If you're watching this and it's been pre-recorded, just know that we've got the Fund a Need open for a full week. Actually, no, till the end of the month. You can make pledges in the Fund a Need until the end of the month of July. So if you're watching a recording of this, make those pledges. We appreciate each and every pledge that's made. We have a huge waiting list standing by, waiting for your help. You are all doing incredible work. And what we're going to do is we're going to launch into the auction, because we've got a great list of auction packages. But just because we're moving on the program doesn't mean you should stop making pledges. If you're not watching this broadcast in real time, know that we appreciate your support. So keep those pledges coming. Thank all of you for tuning in. And now, deep breath. It's time for our auction. We'll check back with the Fund a Need later. We'll get a total. We'll let you know how incredibly generous you have been tonight, because you have done amazing work. Right now, it's time for our auction. And just like everything else in 2020, this year's auction is going to be just a wee bit different. We still have awesome lots, and you still get to compete against fellow big brothers, big sisters of the Bay Area supporters. Only now you get to do it on your phone, and we're going to sell the lots in groups. We've got some fun things you can do from home right now. We've got some excellent experiences for when life gets back to normal. But most of all, we've got extended expiration dates. You're going to have plenty of time to enjoy most everything that we've got up for sale right now. And bidding with BidPal is simple. You just place a bid for whatever amount you want. If you want to make it easy, put a max bid on there. It's not going to bid up to that amount automatically, but it'll bid on your behalf. Use the max bid feature. All the power bidders do it. Our first group of auction lots, Group A, includes lot number 1, the virtual comedy experience. Lot number 2, alluring alpine meadows. Lot number 3, sailing the bay. Lot number 4, the wine cave encounter. And what do those lots entail, Greg? Well, I'm so glad that you asked. Let's start with lot number 1, the virtual comedy experience. We have the perfect comedy night lined up for you. Forget waiting for the clubs to reopen. We're going to bring the funny right to you with this 60-minute private comedy set delivered virtually. You fill out a short questionnaire about you, your guests, then you pick 3 available dates. Winspire's team of dedicated concierge are going to work with you to find the New York City stand-up comic that matches you best. Then you all log on for the most fun you've had on Zoom yet. Opening bid on this is at $1,000. Lot number 2, alluring alpine meadows, up to 10 people. Enjoy a week-long Tahoe getaway. Make your way to Alpine Meadows. You're going to spend 6 nights, 7 days in a majestic vacation home loaded with everything you need for a week-long alpine getaway. 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, including an oversized master suite and a 3rd-floor loft that is perfect for the kids. It's got a gourmet kitchen, huge living space, playroom with a pool table, wet bar, huge plasma TV, hot tub. Best of all, though, is the location. You can walk out your back door to find great hiking and mountain biking trails, minutes from Alpine's lifts in the wintertime, limited blackout dates, and it doesn't expire until March 1st of 2022, so you've got lots of time. Opening bid on this was set at $3,000. Lot number 3, sailing the bay. 8 people. Enjoy an incredible day on the Bay with longtime Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Bay Area supporter Captain Kirk Miller, my favorite Captain Kirk. Make your way to Sausalito, where Captain Kirk's going to welcome you aboard the Beowulf, his 50-foot sailing yacht. Bring your own food and beverage to enjoy on the Bay, because 2020. Take in the most gorgeous skyline in the world from the best perspective. See Angel Island, Alcatraz, the Golden Gate Bridge, the San Francisco skyline. Maybe get to see the not-so-new Bay Bridge, Oakland Port, and more. There's no better way to get out of the house right now. Captain Kirk has this set up so that you can be socially distant on his 50-foot boat, having a wonderful time sailing, but he's also made this package good until July of 2022. Package started at $1,000. We'll check in on the bidding in a minute, but first we're going to talk about the Wine Cave encounter, which is lot number 4. 12 people enjoy an evening of fine food, wondrous wines, and scintillating conversation. No pressure. As soon as we get the social distancing go-ahead, make your way to Dennis Carlston's Wine Cave in Orinda, where Dennis is going to welcome you in through a hobbit door with a glass of something special and give you the full tour before taking your seats for a multi-course gourmet feast paired with great wines from his myriad vineyards, including Lambourne Vineyard, high atop Howell Mountain, one Napa. Opening bid on this was at $3,800. We'll check in on the bidding, but first, let's start the countdown timer. There's 2 minutes left on Group A, 2 minutes left on the first 4 lots of the night. And let's bounce over and take a look and see where the bidding has gotten to on lot number 1, the virtual comedy night. Oh, the bidding started with Sonia at $1,000, and Daniel Coleman's bid her up to $1,100, looking to get more bids on comedy night. Oh, and then looking at lot number 2, which is the alluring Alpine Meadows, the getaway. It's either a getaway now or getaway later. Craig Beacock started us off at $3,000, and then Dan Wire came in at $4,000. And then the bidding really got hot then, because Alex and Marissa came in at $4,250, and then Matt came in at $4,500. Somebody pushed him to $5,000, but that was his max bid. Came back in at $5,500, and then Jeff Craigle jumped in on top of that. So the current high bid right now is Mac Recton at $5,500 on Alpine Meadows, and there's a minute left on the bidding. So not plenty of time. Time's running out. Get your bids in now. Then let's take a look at the sale on the Bay with Captain Kirk. Tony Petroni started us off at $1,000 on the sale on the Bay. Then Majd K came in at $1,500, and that's where the sale on the Bay is currently sitting at $1,500. If you need to get the kids out of the house, or you just want to get some friends out and do something socially distanced right now, you can do so for $1,700. The next bid, looking for the sailing on the Bay. 30 seconds left as we check the Wine Cave encounter. Edward Ritelli got the bidding started at $3,800. Madge came in at over the top at $4,000 on that. Checking on the bidding, just one last check as we start the final countdown. There is Madge is holding on tight on the Wine Cave encounter right now. The bidding is down to 20 seconds, so keep those bids coming. You've got less 15 seconds left to go. And lot number 1, you're thinking about the virtual comedy night. We've reached the end of Netflix now. We've reached the end game. So nothing better than enjoying some comedy. As you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Group A. Group A is closed. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a look here in the software to see, okay, so here's how it goes. It's going to take me just a second, but bear with me because I want to make sure that we honor each and every winning bidder. So the virtual comedy night, congratulations to Danielle Coleman for winning the virtual comedy night. And then we check out the alluring Alpine Meadows. Congratulations, Ashley and Paul Dalzell. Thank you for your winning bid. And then Sail on the Bay. Lot number 3, Madge, you won the sailing on the Bay. If you need an 8th to round it out, I might know somebody. And then the Wine Cave encounter, Tom DeYoung. Tom, you buy your own auction packages back. Is this because you don't want to do it, or because you think it's so cool you totally want to do it? Now, let's move on to our second group of live auction items, appropriately titled Group B. There are only 3 lots in Group B, so you need to be ready to bid. Hashtag dad joke. Lot number 5, magnificent Mount Diablo. Lot number 6, Love London. Lot number 7 is the Sommelier's Wine Cellar. Let's start with Mount number 5. Let's start with lot number 5, magnificent Mount Diablo. 10 people. Enjoy an amazing day exploring and enjoying some of the East Bay's bountiful natural beauty. Thanks to Save Mount Diablo and Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Bay Area longtime supporter Tom DeYoung. Make your way to Curry Canyon Ranch, the largest and most diverse of Save Mount Diablo's properties, where naturalist and acclaimed photographer Scott Hine is going to be your guide. See the sandstone cliffs, the wildlife, and Mount Diablo. Enjoy a tour of the historic Canyon Ranch house before you sit down for a gourmet lunch on the patio overlooking the canyons, hillsides, and Mount Diablo, while the Blue-Eyed Grass Band entertains you. Opening bid on this was at $1,400. And lot number 6, long-time favorite in our auction. As long as I've been working with Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Bay Area, Tom has been generously donating this lot. It's a chance for 2 people to enjoy a 4-night, 5-day getaway in London. Starts with round-trip airfare for 2 to Heathrow. Once there, make your way to London County Hall Hotel, close to the London Eye, Westminster Abbey, and Big Ben, across the street from the Houses of Parliament. Easy walking distance to the West End and Theatreland. While there, you'll enjoy dinner at one of London's top restaurants and 2 tickets to a popular West End show. Trip is good until July 10th of 2022, so you've got 2 years to use it. Opening bid on this was at $3,000. And lot number 7, the Sommelier's Wine Cellar. Every year, the board of Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Bay Area bands together to create this incredible instant cellar. Over 50 bottles of wine, handpicked just for you. Far too many wines to name here, but some of the highlights include a 2015 Silver Oak Alexander Valley Cabernet. If there's ever a blue chip wine, Silver Oak is it. A 2015 Bouchain Landucci Vineyards Cab. You get Piper Heidsieck Brut. You get a taste of Italy with an 07 Baronia Rioja Reserva. Actually, that's Spanish. And 46 more bottles of wine. The opening bid on this was at $1,800. Going to start the countdown timer at 2 minutes. We've got 2 minutes, and let's check in and see how the bidding's been going and where the bidding's gotten to. Oh, everybody wants to do the magnificent Mount Diablo lot. It started with Millie Baird at $1,400, then with Michelle at $15, and then Millie back at $16, and then Matt came in at $17. Matt's holding tough at $2,000, and then all the way up to Tom DeYoung at $3,000. He bids on his own stuff, doesn't he? And then Millie Baird at $3,100, and Tom again at $32, and Millie's holding tough at $3,300 right now. Oh, but what about London, you say? Hey, that's a good question. Let's check in on London. London, as one would expect from the English, is just a little more reserved right now. Alia Quesada came in at $3,000, and Michael Campbell holding tough at $3,250 right now for London. We'll get back to traveling. We'll get back to trips. And when you do, it's going to take off because Tom came in at $4,000, and then Peter came in at $5,500, and Peter's holding on to auto bids all the way up to $6,000 right now on the trip to London. And the Sommelier's Wine Cellar. Who wants 50 bottles of wine? You know, normally we might do this in a different way, but today we're like, hey, let's sell it directly to you and give you the chance. 1 minute left on Group B as we check in, and Sarah was in at $1,800, and then Allison and Chris came in at $2,000, and then Madge came in at $2,100, and Rachel Chong at $2,200, and Madge, oh no, she says $2,300, and Rachel came back at $24, and Madge says, no, I want it at $25, and Rachel says, no, I'll take it at $26, and Madge is at $27, and Rachel at $28, and Madge is at $2,900. So Rachel, your chance to get back in. You've got 30 seconds left, and Madge is holding strong right now. We're going to bounce back over and take a look just to see if Tom is really going to wind up buying his own lot back on magnificent Mount Diablo. I think he did this last year in person too. Yeah, no, Millie's outbidding Tom right now at $3,700 on magnificent Mount Diablo. There's 15 seconds left. Get those bids in. You can't let Tom buy his own lots back. We've got 10 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Group B. So let's check in with the winners. It looks like, you know what? It looks like Tom. I'm just refreshing this just to make sure. Tom DeYoung bought the magnificent Mount Diablo lot, which would come as no surprise because he donated it last year. And if he didn't buy it, then he certainly bid that thing up. I remember that happening. Peter Spellman got the trip to London. Congratulations, Peter. And our final, who got the wine? Who got the wine? Let's find who got. Oh, nope. Stacy's running to tell me that I have the wrong name. It's that. Millie got Mount Diablo. Millie outbid Tom. Thank you, Millie. Thank you for not letting Tom get away with buying his own lot. And then let's make sure that Majd got the sommelier's wine cellar. Great time for my mouth to stop talking. You know me, I'll talk all day. Majd got the sommelier's wine cellar, which brings us to Group number C brings us to Group C. Congratulations to all the winners of Group B. Group C, a collection of 3 lots ready to ignite your virtual paddles right now. You get Sipping Italy at Home, Earthquakes and A's, and the Stinson Staycation, Sipping Italy at Home. Since you can't go to Italy right now, bring a taste of Italy to you with this case of Italian wine shipped directly to you that includes a video presentation and sommelier guided tasting, as well as plenty of notes on each wine. You get 3 bottles each of the 2015 Podere San Giacomo Brunello de Montalcino, the 2015 Tenuta Luminata de Bavio Barolo, the 2016 Produttore del Barbaresco, and the 2016 Corteggiare Amarone della Volpacina. And this is valid. The tasting's good. Start the opening bidding on this one at $1,000. Lot number 9, the Earthquakes and the A's. 4 people taking a home game of the 2-time Major League Soccer champion San Jose Earthquakes. Sometime in the 2021 season, make your way to the Earthquakes Stadium where you can have great seats and an autographed team jersey. Some other time next year, make your way to the other side of the bay to take in a home game of the 9-time World Series champion Oakland Athletics. You get to sit directly behind the visitors' dugout and enjoy incredible seats for a great game. And look, if for some reason next season is interrupted, both sets of tickets are going to be good through 2022 as well. The opening bid on this is at $1,000. And the Stinson Staycation, our final getaway of the live auction, up to 6 people. Make your way to Stinson Beach, where you're going to spend a full week in Martha Amon Conte's stunning 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom vacation home that is sitting right on the beach. Enjoy incredible views overlooking the Pacific Ocean inside the house or inside the hot tub. Easy access to all the best of Stinson Beach. Incredible, relaxing staycation. The bidding on this started at $4,000. Let's start the countdown timer, and I'm going to drop out of frame for 2 seconds while I pick up my mouse so I can get a look and see at all the bidding that's come in so far. Here, let's go. Let's pop over here because, of course, my mouse lost its trackball. So, oh no, where did it go? The Stinson Staycation. Let's start there with the Stinson Staycation. Lot number 10. Let's see how the bidding's going in the Stinson Staycation. Oh, Allison and Chris came in at $4,000, and then Wally Smith came over the top at $4,250, and Tom Kaiser, currently in at $10,000, really wants to do this one. And well, let's bounce back and take a look at the Sipping Italy at Home. Millie, you've been all over our auction this evening. Millie got us started off at $1,000 bid, and then the bidding got interesting. People really started bidding against Millie because it's a big long list. Christopher came in at $1,100, and then Rachel Chong came in at $1,200. Then Millie came back at $1,300. She said, "No, I'm getting it." And Jessica came in at $1,400. There's a minute left, and Jessica Montague pushed all the way up to $1,800. Rachel came back at $1,900. Jessica says, "No, I wanted it too." And Millie says, "No, I wanted it at $21." And Jessica says, "No, I wanted it at $2,250." And Rachel goes back at $23. And currently Jessica's sitting at $2,500 on the getaway to Italy. On the Sipping Italy at Home with under a minute to go. And the Earthquakes and A's. Let's see who has faith that we're going to get back to watching professional sports next year and want to be there for the teams. Tony Petroni is in at $1,000. Proving your fandom, Tony. We totally appreciate you proving your fandom. And one last check on. We'll check on the Stinson Staycation. See if anybody got pushed off by Tom's. Tom's big bid move at $10,000 is still holding strong as there's 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left in the bidding. We'll check one last time just to see where we're at with the with lot number 8, which was the Sipping Italy at Home. Jessica was in the top of that. We're going to hit refresh one last time. 3, 2, 1. The time is up on Group C. The bidding is over on Group C. They are sold. I got my mouse back thanks to the wonderful production team working with me, and it looks like Jessica Montague is our winning bidder of the Sipping Italy at Home, and our winning bidder of the A's and the Earthquakes is Tony Petroni. Let's hit refresh and make sure that I got that right. Yep, Tony Petroni. And then the Stinson Staycation, I got an idea that it's going to stay with Tom, but let's just make sure. Yep, the bidding stayed with Tom. Thank you, Tom, for your generous kicking us off in our Fund a Need pledge at $10,000 as well, and your generous bidding on the Stinson Staycation. And now that brings us to the final act of the night, the final act of the night, the final lot of the night, and it's not about you, it's about the littles. If you need, it's not in the live auction section, this is in the fixed price section, and this is give a little a lot with this virtual wildlife experience. The shelter-in-place restrictions have been tough on all of us, but they've been especially tough for little brothers and sisters throughout the Bay Area. Our mentors have done an amazing job of staying in touch. They've been playing games, cooking, and all sorts of other fun and creative virtual hanging out. The one thing they haven't been able to do is get out and go do things together. Remember Brandon and Devin's comments about going out to ball games? It's the experiences that are outside of the normal that are the most impressive and memorable for our littles, which is why we're looking to you to provide these meet a wild animal experiences for our littles. One click, and for $350, you can provide an exclusive virtual encounter. Each little is going to get to pick their favorite Zoo Tampa animal and then enjoy an exclusive one-on-one experience. So many animals to choose from. I'm sure there'll be one that's his favorite there. They've got koalas, porcupines, tamanduas, macaws, orangutans, manatees, panthers, llamas, clouded leopards, indigo snakes. And here's the thing. Every time you click on $350 on the wildlife experience, the virtual wildlife experience in our fixed price section, every time you click on $350, you're enabling one of our randomly chosen littles to experience this with Zoo Tampa. We're going to have this open for a week. So if you're watching this after the fact and you weren't able to bid on any of the auction packages, you can still do this. You can make a pledge in the Fund a Need as well, but you can do this. We'll have the bidding on this open for a full week at $350. So get those pledges going. Keep those wildlife experiences coming. Right now, that concludes the auction portion of our evening tonight. But before we check in, let's check it. Let's see how incredibly generous you've been tonight. Do we have a graphic that we can bring up and share with everybody? Do we have the number to share how incredibly generous? I'm looking down to the right here to see if I can see if we've got a screen to share with you. Well, let's just say that you have been wonderfully generous this evening. You are all amazing. We're going to have the Fund a Need open until the end of the month, so keep those pledges coming. We appreciate you joining us for our first ever virtual gala. Your generosity has helped ignite potential for youth all over the Bay Area. On behalf of Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Bay Area, thank you, thank you, thank you. We look forward to the next time we see you, however that might be. Until then, please remember to use your powers for good and continue to ignite potential wherever you go. Thank you and good night.